hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertain? So Sam Capital with another video. We're doing Baddies Caribbean episode 10. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, let me know what y'all think about this video. Okay, so first we see Natalie and Rollie sit down. Rollie's back after millions of petitions that a lot of you idiots signed for her to be removed from the show. She's back on the show. So I hope a lot of you guys felt real stupid for signing that petition. Now I got a good key out the petition, but I always didn't think it was the brightest idea because Zeus gonna do what the heck Zeus gonna want to do. We done seen it over time. So I'm not surprised that she's back. Okay, now Rollie does look good. She looks a lot smaller. And Allie's trying to catch her up. So she's just like, oh my God, there's just so many things that's just been going on with the baddies. Like Mariah, like she brought Bianca and Bianca just like, she switched up on her like completely. And I'm like, Natalie and your skewed opinions about this Bianca versus Mariah is crazy. Like they both weren't true friends to each other. Like let's really keep it about. They weren't true friends to each other. Both of them snaked each other out, in my opinion. I don't think neither of them were the best of friends. Because you can say Bianca snaked her, but Mariah snaked her too, because she allowed people to hop on the bandwagon and basically jump on her. That bitch not your friend. Like, I just don't get it. Now, Natalie lets us know that Bianca needed a break from the baddies. So she's like, she's going to see us on the next island because it's just too much. It's too much for her. Okay, so Rollie starts to talk about her experience. Mind you, Rollie's getting a good key because you know she was really the one that was the first one to let us know how shiesty Mariah really is. So shout out to her for being one of the first people to peep, you know, Mariah kind of being a slithering snake a little bit. She was one of the first. So Rollie starts talking about, you know, how she was misjudged last season. She couldn't even say it. I'm like, Rollie, you're so full of crap. And now you're not full of that, but you still full of crap. They shade. Because don't say you was misjudged. You was bullying last season. You was on a high horse that could barely keep his legs. Okay? Because you weighed a little bit more. You like, stop. Talking about you was misjudged. She could barely say, she's like, I was misjudged last season. And I feel like a lot of people took me like the wrong way. And I think they even took ET the wrong way too. And she could have did a little things differently, but she's younger. And I'm like, Rollie, stop. ET's not here. ET is no longer here yet. Don't worry about her. We ain't worry about you and fixing up this image because the baddie fans don't like you. Some of them don't. So not too much on ET because she doesn't even matter. And I feel like had it been ET sitting there and not Rollie, she would have been dogging out Rollie. She would have said, oh, Rollie was the one instigating and she was telling me to beat up this person, beat up that person. You know, yeah, she influenced me. Like, I don't think ET would be that nice in regards to certain things that she would have to say about you, Rollie. So just don't even mention her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what's so funny too? It's the producers, them editing that soundbite, talking about, I would like to sit down with ET and have a sit down to mend our friendship. You know damn well Rollie ain't say that. That didn't even sound like her voice. Y'all just kind of put a whole bunch of words together. It's called a Frankenbite. For y'all that don't know y'all reality TV history, Zeus, I'm on to y'all. I know a lot more. I'm not some of these other reviewers. I know reality TV. You know what I'm saying? It's called a Frankenbite. Rollie never said that. That's why they didn't show her saying it. They just put a whole bunch of words together talking about she wants to sit down with ET to mend the friendship. Rollie ain't never said that. But good try, those Zeus. Nice try. Better luck next time, because you ain't getting me. So some of the girls walk in and all the girls hug Rollie except for Biggie. Rollie's like, what's up, Biggie, after they stop hugging her. Now, I'm glad Biggie wasn't fake. This is why I mess with Biggie. She wasn't fake and just go up to hug Rollie knowing that, well, yeah, they don't get along. So she asks for an apology for all of the Latin American community and Selena and Yolanda Saldivar in regards to Rollie being racist every time she spoke Spanish. Okay? So Rollie's like, oh, okay, like I get it. I'm sorry. You really need to apologize for the Guala Guala comment because that was, that was the worst than just, her getting mad every time you speak Spanish. So she did apologize and she said, and Discord piece, I gotta tell y'all something, remind me. She was like, I apologize. My cousin-in-law, is Mexican, so I'm not racist or whatever. I feel like she just told that to Biggie so Biggie could just take it and shut up. Just because your cousin or whatever your family-in-law fucking on a Mexican loc don't mean nothing, okay? Hey, look, just because they on a loc don't mean that you're not racist, Biggie, right? Like, Rollie funny. Rollie, she will throw that in. It's like a white person say, I have black friends. You gotta love Rollie for that, though. So Tinka comes in loud. She said, you so nervous? Now, I just want to know why she's so nervous. Not gonna lie, if I was a baddie in the house, I wouldn't like Tinka because she's so damn loud. Like, sure, she loud as fuck in the morning. She the alarm clock in the house. Like, she remind me of them girls that be loud at school during breakfast. Like, bitch, it's too loud to be that loud in the morning. Like, you just loud. So next thing you know, Asian and Animat walk in, and Asian doll is like fangirling over Rollie. She's like, oh my God. I walked in and I seen Rollie. I love Rollie. Like, Rollie is like that girl. Not gonna lie, Asian doll, you're gonna learn real quick. You're gonna have to learn to stop fangirling. You see what happened to Camila, okay? Mila from Long Beach and Rollie, okay? Rollie was, I love Camila. She was one of my favorite bad girls. Next thing you know, at the reunion, Camila's dressed up as a damn mechanic fighting Rollie. You get what I'm saying? Like, things can switch up real quick. So these clips are gonna haunt Asian doll, I fear, real bad if she continues being on Baddies. Because you're gonna get into one of the baddies and they're gonna pull up clips of you fangirling. That's why I don't fangirl to celebrities or these reality stars. Cause they be acting real funny sometimes. I'm just saying. Like, anyways, so Animat comes in and she starts talking to Rollie. She's just like, Rollie, I know you don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you, but at the end of the day, you said you was gonna hit me. So if you was gonna hit me, then what's up? Boom! Boom, Chacleta. She throws a shoe at her. Boom, Chacleta. Animac hits Rollie with the Chacleta right in her face. So Rollie starts getting up. She like, Swally, you hit me with that shoe one more time. I'm gonna bring your mother. I swear. Y'all know how Rollie get when she start yelling. They start going back and forth, right? And then also, next thing you know, the South Central starts to come out of Rollie. Okay, she like, oh my mama, bitch. Oh my son, they're homies. Okay, slowly but surely, South Central started coming out of Rollie. All right. Next thing you know, Marilyn Itero, not Marilyn Monroe, Marilyn Itero, aka Tasiki, comes in and says, "Oh, you're not fighting her, Rollie. You're not fighting her. You're not fighting her." Tasiki confuses me. Where was this energy for Mariah? I get Animac was injured and her face was cracked or whatever, but she started that scene with Rollie and threw a chancleta at her face. Boom, chancleta, right? Just like just like Mariah did with Asian doll. So what's the difference? What Jocelyn said, Mariah, that bitch not your friend. Like, she not your friend. And it's clear as day because she hopped up quickly for Animac. It was willing to take her fade. All right. I'm just saying, Mariah. So the South Central still is coming out of Rollie. She like, oh, my mama, bitch. Oh, my mama. They're homies. Okay. Now they start doing a read off. Rollie starts talking about Animac's face and how it got broken, talking about she listened to a nigga. the difference between her and Animac is she don't listen to a nail gun, which I'm like, oh, Rollie, I seen you on Instagram. You just got a new nail gun. I bet you're not saying that now. That bearded nigga probably telling you what to do and slapping your ass cheek after you walk away. And then Rollie says and starts cheering and ranting and says that Animac sells punani to truckers. Animac, I better not ever see you at a truck stop, bitch, because I'm going to tell. I'm a snitch. I'm going to call the federales and the sheriff, bitch. Oh, my soul, as they say. So they start going back and forth. Animac starts walking like Rollie. You know that pissed off Rollie because then she threw a chancleta right back at Animac. She threw the chancleta. Okay, she threw it right back at her to get back at her for throwing the shoe at her, right? So they start going back and forth. They still start going back and forth. And it sort of ends where Natalie's like, so guys, stop. We're going to go to the club. We're going to have shots and we're going to pose. Let's go. Okay. And here's my whole thing with the Tzatziki jumping in thing. I feel like that's a little bit of Rollie's karma too. Because all that stuff that you was doing last season, you would have got jumped. And you know Tzatziki would have ate you. Really? I just don't like how she don't keep the same energy from Riot. And a lot of y'all were saying, why should Tzatziki have to jump in from Mariah? That's the whole point y'all not getting. They keep getting on Bianca for not jumping in, but why didn't Tzatziki jump in? That's the whole point. Nobody has to fight for Mariah. I want to make that clear. I don't think nobody has to fight for her, but they're making it seem like Bianca had to fight for her. So if somebody's going to have to fight for her, why can't it be Tzatziki? Marilyn, eat row. Eat crow. You get what I'm saying? Why can't it be her? That's all I'm saying. Like, it's so hate against Tzatziki. That's all I'm saying. I'm just seeing it for what it is. Like, why it has to be one specific person? It's not like Mariah doesn't have other friends. Anyways, they go out to the club. They have a ball. They start shaking ass. They go to the strip club. All the baddies shaking booty. Nobody gets into a fight. So the next day, Mariah, Sapphire, Natalie, and Jayla and Scotty go out for drinks and get henna tattoos. Bitch, where's Smiley when you need her? The queen of black market and henna tattoos. But she was not in attendance. I know she was probably crying during that scene because instead of having baddies on her finger, she would have got Natalie on her finger. All right, so Mariah is back, y'all. It's Mariah for me. Mariah says, I'm back. I had to rejuvenate myself, for the past few days. I'm like, bitch, who you think you fooling? She really meant, okay, translation, I had to heal my arm, my eye, and my scars on my face and find at least 6 to 7 shades that matches my outfit so I could hide my eyes. That's all you had to tell her. Just keep it a buck, y'all. Like, let's not act like, you just went away because you just needed some heavy rest. Talking about she had to rejuvenate herself like she went to go get a massage at the Baddie parlor. Like, stop it, Mariah, okay? You had to find some shades that were big enough and some goggles, okay, to hide your eye. There's nothing. So Sapphire lets the girls know that she sat down with Bianca and that she wants to fight Mariah. And Mariah was like, oh, well, that's fine. I'll fight her. And I'm like, y'all was never true friends, like, at all. Y'all was never true friends because the fact that she was so willing to fight her so quickly and without hesitation, y'all was never really true friends at all. Like, no hesitation whatsoever. So they start talking about who should go home before the baddies head to DR. Have you bitches learned nothing? Okay? Y'all got so much hate for that eviction episode, but somebody said, let's do it again. This time, though, it was a little funnier and better. Not gonna lie. So they start talking about who goes home and before the baddies head to DR, and Natalie starts talking, and Jayla decides to say, the baddie I think should go home is, of course, Bianca, Gretch, because she's a crow that bit me, and Slim. I think that Slim sort of fades into the background, and I think that she could be, a little bit more outspoken, and that's why I think Slim should go home. And I feel like her booty distracts from me and Allie's friendship. Like, here's the thing. Let me tell y'all something. I think Jayla, seeing that Slim and Natalie were getting a little too close. So Jayla, her mind is thinking, I just stole Scotty's spot. The last thing I need is another cop, which would be Slim. And she wanted Slim gone. That's what I. Am I mad that Jayla wants Slim gone? No, because a lot of y'all notice Slim's booty more than Slim. Slim's booty was a better cast member than Slim. Y'all noticed her way more than Slim herself. Y'all, every 2 seconds, it was Slim's booty, Slim's booty. So they should keep Slim's booty on the cast and send Slim back. She gonna have to separate from the BBL. Like, I just feel like that would make it fair. Okay. Now, and I also feel like Slim was trying to fit in too much with the OGs. And I think that was annoying some of the OG girls. Like, Scotty don't need no more competition to steal her trips and her gifts from Natalie. Scotty gets a whole lot of repercussions to get those gifts and trips. So the last thing she needs and Jayla needs, is a comp to be able to, get in that way. You get what I'm saying? But that's what happens when, Slim, you was all up in Natalie's cooter. You was better off being all up in her chin. You may have had a better lock, but it seems like it didn't work out too much. So that Sapphire feels like Dia should go home because of the language barrier, and feels like when she tries to speak up, many people may not hear her because of the language barrier, et cetera, and she kind of fades it to the background. I disagree with this because I understand Dia when she talks. I don't think it's the language barrier. Okay, I get what she be saying. She says, I Caribbean, thy kingdom come, I'm here for my brother. Like, I understand all that. Ain't no miscommunication in that. You get what I'm saying? I Caribbean. Like, I get it. She's saying she Caribbean. You feel me? She can't fight for ish, but she stands on business. And she's a ballerina too. She twirls. You get what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that when it comes to Sapphire. Slim, I agree with, because she's a tag along. She's like, to me, another Scotty, but less needed. So, oh well. But Dia, I feel like could have stayed, to be honest, because to me, she has more of a presence than a Slim. Okay, so shout out to Scotty for being one of the only people with manners, talking about, are we gonna pay the lady? Y'all know damn well Zeus was gonna pay them, and Natalie was not gonna pull out no hundreds out of her purse to be able to pay that henna lady. So Diamond and Meatball end up talking at the top of this rooftop. Awkward ass setup scene, but I lived for it because Zeus knows what they were doing. They were trying to be messy. So they're talking about what happened, or whatever, and then Biggie and Anna Mac join, and they ask kind of what's been going on. They asked DTV what's tea. Anna Max trying to get the tea. She's like, I know you've been fighting a lot. You've been fighting some of the girls. And, DTV's like, yeah, I fought Tink. I fought like Dia. I fought like Slim. So like I fought like a lot of the girls. And a lot of the girls are like, I feel like they're tag along. And I fought Tink like 3-4 times. Meatball's like, hey, you got whooped though. So Diamond's like, who? What? You wasn't even there. What do you mean? Like, do you want to fade again? Like, what? Because y'all know Diamond got a mean ass list. So, spit flying everywhere. This is why I love Diamond. Because she checks ish in scene. She doesn't wait until the confessionals and like some of the baddies do. She gonna say what she has to say right then and there. Shout out to Diamond, okay? Because Meatball's like, well, if you're not gonna fight her again, you can fight her sister. So then Diamond's like, who's her sister? Who's her sister? Okay. Meatball's like, me. And then she's like, okay, we could do that then too. I'm like, thank you. This is why I live for DTB. She gonna say it. Insane. That's all we want. Okay. It was so awkward, but Meatball, you ain't do shit nowadays. Shit. You sat there. Okay. If you really wanted a moment, you could have popped Diamond for your girl Tinka, for your sister Tinka, okay? But of course, Biggie and Animat were trying to facilitate. Biggie's like, no, y'all not gonna fight though. Like, we're gonna keep it cool to the next island though. Like, that's what we're gonna do, okay? Like, we got let do it. Like, we cool. Okay, cool. So she was trying to like calm them down before it got to that level, but I could see it headed down there. The last thing we needed somebody to do is to die in Puerto Rico, going over that damn rooftop. So thank God they didn't fight, because those two big bitches, okay? Diamond's the tall bitch and Meatball's the big belly bitch. So it's like, that would have been bad. So the next day, it's eviction day. Y'all know they didn't learn their lesson from last season. All the OG girls at the bar making drinks. Baddie shot a clock. Let me tell y'all something. When Baddies ends, all of their livers will be tarnished. Especially you, Natalie. Like, your liver is kaput. Just done. Okay? So next thing you know, y'all, I was shocked. Natalie pulling all the stops this season. I was like, damn. We got our first baddie that has been resurrected from the dead. I was like, damn, Natalie, like, you just do it. You just do it. You're big one. Like, wow. Okay? And like, this baddie is like a legend, an icon. We had our first androgynous baddie. It's Rick James, bitch. I was like, oh my God, Nelly got Rick James for the dead, bitch. Oh my God. Zeus got that kind of coin. I had to look again, y'all, and it was Asian doll. I said, damn. It was Asian. It wasn't Rick James. So I was like, oh my God, I really thought this season was going to be like one for the books. But no, it was Asian. I was like, wow, Nelly's going to have our first androgynous baddie. But it wasn't. Asia, you look like you took a bit of Animax hair and put it on top of your head from that first scene. The baddies are in a sharing mood this season, okay? They're passed along not only the shots, but the hair pieces. Now, y'all know I think Asia is gorgeous, but I didn't like this, okay? I didn't like it, okay? Nah, we're not going to do that again, Asian. You're too pretty of a girl for you to have all that hair in your face. All right? We're going to blame it on Animax. Animax set you up. That's all. So, Natalie, you guys, doesn't even warm up to the baddies. So, she's like, let's go. We're going to go to the DR, guys, and like, we're going to have fun. And before we go, Slim and Dia, you're not going with us. And I'm like, damn, Natalie, you couldn't even, give it to him smooth. You just rammed it up there. Okay? Slim is like, what? She starts putting her purse down. She like, who said it? Who said I'm going home? Who said I'm going home? Who want me to go home? She walks up to Animax. Animax is like, they just said you going home. That's all. She gets slit with Animax. She starts yelling at Animax face. Not gonna lie, Animax's face was in crap. I think she would have popped Slim, but I think Slim would have got her. It's no shit. I think Slim would have got her. But Slim apparently was drunk this scene, and that's why she lost. Okay, we'll get there though. So next thing you know, Slim's like, who want to fade though? Who want to fade? Basically, she wants to fight to keep her spot. So Tinka starts playing Save a Baddie and starts taking ballots for, her and Dia to stay. She's like, did y'all want those two to go home? Scotty, Natalie, y'all wanted her to go home? Meatball steps up and says, Slim, I wanted you to go home because, like, you've been kind of playing background or whatever. Slim's like, okay, then that's cool, but we could catch the fade, though. We could catch that fade. Meatball didn't really take the challenge. In my opinion, Meatball was politicking. Baddie politicking. Because I think she thought in the back of her mind that Slim may eat her. So she didn't want that. That's just what I think. Because she just sort of called you out and you didn't take it. And you started saying a little bit to Slim a little bit. And not to Slim, to Tinka a little bit. Okay? Mind y'all, the girl who really wanted Diamond, who really wanted Slim out was Diamond the Body. And she was quiet as hell, sitting on that kitchen counter, right? So Slim starts asking, who?
Kelly died.
Who? It was you! Who? It was you! Who? It was you!
Kelly's starting to.
Who? Okay, she who? Who? The girl started sounding like an owl. I'm like, girl, like, they just saying they all said it. Like, who are you asking for? Okay, so Sapphire spoke up. She's like, it's constructive criticism and all of that. And I'm like, oh, okay, Sapphire, like, let's not get too big for our britches. Sapphire got that big ass #2 pencil, and you can't tell her shit. Okay. She's out here writing the transcripts for this season of Baddies. Every 2 seconds, she. Okay. And then Jayla said her opinion. Y'all see how Slim ain't saying nothing to Jayla though. Because, she has that rage built up inside of her from Big Gretch. Speaking of Gretch, she's just glad that she wasn't the one called out in this because she thought that they were going to all say she got to go home. So she like, I'm not going to lie, like, I'm kind of surprised that they not, calling me out because, like, I thought they was going to try to send me home. So I'm just, blending in with the rest of the niggas. So, Gretch is just blending in with the rest of the niggas. So try not to be seen or hard. She biting her lip from saying the N-word. All right, she's just trying to blend in. So next thing you know, Diamond's like, yeah, they just said who said it. So what do you mean? And I was one of those people. Slim's like, so one of it was you, Diamond? Come in then. Diamond did not want to fight her. Slim went over there and tried to fight Diamond while Meatball was standing right in front of you. The reason why I feel like Slim ain't swing on Meatball is because she didn't want to ruin her relationship with Tink. But that's why you shouldn't dick ride. Because if you wasn't dick riding her, you wouldn't be scared of her jumping you. Because Tinker would have looked bad than anything. Because then she would have been a jumper her. But you too busy dick riding her. You was scared to do it. Okay? So Diamond's sitting on the kitchen counter, and next thing you know, Slim attacks her. Slim, you thought it was going to go your way, and it went the complete opposite. Diamond really took control, even though she landed on the floor, sort of, and got you and almost tore your neck on the other side. Bitch, she almost turned you into the Exorcist. Your neck was in 3 different ways because of that security. Okay? But not gonna lie, Diamond, this is your karma for Bianca. But when I tell you I was screaming for Diamond in my living room, I'm like, get her, Diamond! I'm like, get her, okay? Because y'all can't lie. Say what you want about Diamond. She did not want to fight her. So you wanted to fight her and you lost. So you can't even be mad. It's not like she wanted to in the first place. You poked and you got what you wanted, okay? So Diamond says F it, and she ripped her hair out and she starts fighting her. She boop bop booka baka boo. She ends up winning the squabble round 1, in my opinion. Okay. She ends up coming up out her shirt, titties swinging. Animax like, put your shirt back on. Diamond's like, I'm strapping. What you mean? I'm strapping. I'm just strapping inside. Okay. So Diamond used to be naked. They fought a second round. This time topless. Diamond was Slim again. Slim, please. Slim said she was drunk, apparently. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I just feel like you didn't expect to fight that day, so you didn't have that energy or withal to really do it, to be honest. So I don't really believe that too much. And after they fought, after Diamond whooped Slim, Natalie says, it's Slim, because of what you just did to Diamond, like, we're going to send you home. Like, you're not even going to get a chance to be in the OG house. In the replacement house. You're just going to go home. Okay? Now, I will say, if Dia's being offered the chance to stay in the replacement house, I feel like Slim should be offered the same chance. Because Diamond's not Bianca. Fair is fair. And y'all know I love me some DT, but fair is fair. Okay? But Natalie didn't think so. So Natalie said, bitch, you just got a guy. Okay? I feel like it's a lot of behind the scenes as to why they want a Slim gone. I heard some things. Now, do I know them to be factual? No, so I ain't gonna say it, but I heard some things. So yeah. I feel like it's a lot more to it. So they're like, oh, bitch, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. So she's like, wow, that's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you get. You shouldn't have fought her. You could have been that replacement house. Now let's get to Dia. So Dia did not want to go, okay? She was just like, I think I work hard to be here, Natalie. I work real hard to be here. Okay, Ice Caribbean. I'm here for my brother. I represent a whole country. Okay, I come from thy kingdom come. Thou shall be done. On the Baddies land, I'm a fan. Okay, so she was just not with it, and she felt like it wasn't fair for her to be in the replacement house because she worked so hard to be there. So Biggie starts to interrupt her as she's explaining herself. She's like, can I talk? Can I talk? Okay, this is my island. Okay, so she starts going back and forth. Biggie's like, no. What you mean? You work hard to be here, bro. I came in as a replacement on my own shit. Fuck, nigga. What you mean, nigga? Here's the thing, though, Biggie. You came in as a replacement on Baddies East, but you were still a part of the cast. If Dia goes in that replacement house, we're not going to see her again until that kingdom come. So it's like, you can't really say that, Biggie. Those are two different situations. The replacements we haven't seen in like 3-4 episodes. We've seen you every episode since you came in there as a replacement. Biggie really wasn't a replacement, if we're really going to keep it a buck. They just brought her in the later half of the season. That's all. Because they wanted to see how the fans was going to react to the cast. And they were scared to putting her on the main cast. That's what I heard happen. They wanted to put Biggie as one of the main casts in the beginning, but they were scared the fans were going to be mad. So when they revealed the cast and they were like, they should have casted Biggie, they brought her back. That's the real piece. So she was meant to be there from the beginning. So technically, you really weren't a replacement. You were just an add-on. If we're gonna be keep it a buck. So I don't think Biggie had the right to say that to his deal, okay? Ice Caribbean. She's Caribbean. So what do you mean? Okay, just let her be. You feel me? But I do feel like she needed to take what she could get at this point. Because at the end of the day, you know, a lot of the replacements they get on camera time, you done got a whole lot of it. So, you know, just go in that replacement house, get the check, have your vacay, and sit on your ass till like kingdom come. And just, you know, keep it about. That's all, to be honest. Next thing you know, Slim and Dia still going to the booking, which I'm like, whew. Slim, I would have been pissed. I wouldn't have went to that booking. I would have said, fuck all the baddies. And you, Natalie, okay? And they get to the club, they start performing. Biggie performs a song, Reposado, eating the bitches gelato, eating the bitches the pussy, Reposado, eating gelato, okay? Animat performs her song. She's like, you know, her disco music. Asian doll performs, none of that shit. None of that shit. None of that shit. None of that shit. James, bitch, I'm not talking about none of that shit, okay? She performs her song, and the episode sort of ends off there, okay, with them at the club just turning up. Now, this episode, though, to me was funny. So I like this episode, okay? Let me know what y'all think down below about some of the topics. Are y'all team Rollie or y'all team Animat? This episode, not gonna lie, I was leaning a little bit towards Rollie because I just feel like Tasiki kind of fucked it up for me because why are you jumping in this episode and not the last one? That's all. All right, let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.
No, personal.